Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, episode 15?
I think 16.
Okay.
15 or 16, one of the two.
Yep. This time we're going through the sealed cave.
Cavern.
Sealed cavern, not cave. Fuck me.
This one?
Here's that.
Okay, then. Oh, did I, He has no mana. She has no mana.
Rosa has, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm glad I checked that, but,
You know what, better late than, better late than too late. Let's go with that.
Let's go with that. Use one of those 50 cottages I bought.
I forgot about that.
I didn't.
We're purged from my memory.
Alright, I'm assuming now with a cottage, everyone's full. Alright.
Yeah, that is typically what cottages do.
I thought there was one more above cottage.
No, there's sometimes one below, which is sleeping bags.
Oh, is that what it was? It was sleeping bag, tent, cottage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the one game that isn't Final Fantasy that had force field.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck. Okay.
I don't remember which game that was, but yeah, it was one of the older ones too, and it was just like a bizarro, force field. That makes sense.
Huh. Okay. I mean, it makes more sense. It keeps the monsters away from you, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Let's get this chest first. Alright, and what's in here? Damn it!
A battle. Aren't you lucky?
I'm something.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Googling first field tent does not yield anything useful. Who saw that coming?
Alright, here, fuckface. Or just die. Cure fuckface next time. Wow. Fuck you, door.
Trap door. It's like a trap hole, but door. Oh.
I should have him be jumping. I'm so not paying attention right now that I'm not even having Mr. Jump.
I was gonna say he has one job and you're somehow fucking it up.
And somehow I'm missing it. Alright, there we go. He's jumping this time.
What was one job? I'm amazed.
Suck Chocobo, motherfucker. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chocobo's AIDS.
Yeah, that was her running up and hitting it with a stick, but I didn't see how much that did, but probably did more than 36.
Well, I think the whole point of Chocobo is that there's a chance of summoning Fat Chocobo.
Is that what it is?
Which does actually do damage, but yeah, it's the lowest level.
Well, yeah, I know it's the lowest one, but...
So.
Let's put the good one here, and put that one there.
Oh yeah, now that I'm in Japan, I should try a Kotatsu.
Yeah?
I still want to buy one. Yeah. I also just don't want a bunch more shit in my house.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's cheap? Miss Dragon's cheap. And attacks multiple enemies. Alright.
I don't remember what I did in FF5 that offset mana use so much, but... Oh yeah, you get an item early on that halves the cost of mana.
No shit.
Yeah, it's a helmet, but the helmet has no stats, is like the trade-off.
Oh, okay.
But for half mana cost?
Yeah, that's solid.
Especially, I mean, it kind of falls off a cliff.
Yeah?
Later on, like all Final Fantasies do, but early on, when ethers are actually, limited.
Wow, Edge did work.
So I have a radical question for you.
What's your radical question?
How would you feel if they just got rid of elixirs and mega elixirs from games entirely.
It's like
games with like fantasy.
I don't feel like that would make much of a difference because I never use those.
Exactly. And like, here's the thing,
It's
right?
like I feel shitty saying, yeah, let's just get rid of the best thing, no problem, whatever. But realistically,
not only that, like from a gameplay perspective, right? Kind of the point of healing is to undo.
yeah,
It's basically you take damage and then you heal to undo the damage.
okay,
But ideally, taking damage should be a mistake, or within reason.
in an action
Within
game,
reason.
sure.
Well, even in non 4 characters in a line RPGs, managing how much damage you take is part of
Yeah,
the experience.
reducing the damage you take is.
And that's where like
I'm not
crowd
sure you could
control
reduce
like,
it to 0
well,
realistically.
no, you can't reduce it to 0, but
But
my point is,
part of the game should be reducing the damage you take.
but when you have an item like a mega elixir essentially resets the entire fight, minus the enemies.
So glad I did both of those. Yeah. It's your It's like it's your I'm fucked. I need a.
Yeah, it's your I'm screwing up this fight.
Yeah.
But rather than have something like that, just get rid of it and make the boss's health compensate him. If the fight is designed around you having it. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Like, it's like having 99 ethers. It ends up destroying that entire aspect of the game. Like, I don't mind ethers if they're super rare. Like, there's only 10 of them in the whole game or something.
And that's the thing with the like mega elixirs. They're super rare to try and compensate for it.
The problem is they're too good on their own. That's what I'm saying. Is like when you can have 99 ethers and 10 mega elixirs, it's like the only way you can possibly die in a fight at that point is just if the enemy sheer one-shots you.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to damage, you can just undo the damage so easily. You have so many effective options. You can undo the damage, you can undo the mana limitation, so there's no resource management to it. The only thing that's left is sheer damage.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like
That's what I'm saying. I know it's really radical, but I don't think it would change things as much as people would think.
Yeah. I mean, that one thing, maybe not. But I do like the idea of having some kind of emergency situation type thing. I don't know.
Maybe this is just another, oh god, look at me, I'm so good at video games, but like, how often do you really need it?
I don't. Like I said,
I mean, for fuck's sake, the biggest reason you get into emergencies in this game is because you're not paying any attention.
That is true. But this one, I mean, this game's also on like super easy mode. This one doesn't need it, but I'm just saying, if like that's the thing that lets you try a harder difficulty is the backup assistance, then is it a bad thing?
Sorry, run that by me one more time. What?
You're saying that not necessary because their game is basically so easy that you never use them. But
I'm saying that they trivialize
but
the experience even further.
my question
It's like
is,
overkill and overkill.
maybe, but what if that emergency backup is the thing that lets you try it on a harder difficulty? Like if you,
I don't think there is one their difficulty.
not in this, but in some games there are. So maybe it
But
has a role.
that's kind of my point though, is that it just probably shouldn't be there from a design perspective because essentially it exists to undo a situation. I
Yeah,
mean, if you're in a fight and you hit a point where
and you
you
get to
use
that.
it, then essentially you're back to full health and full mana, but the boss's health is lower.
Mm,
So all I'm saying is that get rid of that, you know, item that lets you get back to full health, and then just lower the boss's health to compensate.
yeah, yeah, that'd be an
Like
option.
why do you need the instant undo?
Yeah, but I don't know. Then again, you're expecting people to play perfect.
Well, difficulty is like a separate matter.
No, if you're taking away their undo, if they're I made a mistake and I need to like correct it thing.
You made like a fucking horrible mistake.
Yeah, but are you gonna have them?
Nobody's saying you have to play perfectly. You can still make mistakes.
I don't know.
Like,
I
yeah, okay, it cuts down the number of mistakes you can make, but it like you'd have to be making an absurd amount of mistakes to even be in that position.
yeah. I mean, yes and no. There have been times where one missed heal just totally fucks everything up.
Gaming playing where you can miss heals.
Well, not missed, but where you like should have healed but you attacked instead, and then like 3 people die because they didn't get the heal out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you're like 3/4 of your party's dead and you're fucked because of you fucked up one turn. Like that's
It
kind of
sounds like that's the point. I mean, that happened to me in Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's just like, oh, I got out of rhythm and then I'm dead. Oh well. And then you just restart the fight.
I don't know. To me, that's not enjoyable if your one turn fucked you and now you have to do the whole fight over again.
Um, I mean, it's not like that's a common situation.
No, it's not.
Like at the end of the day, it's preference anyway. But I just personally would enjoy having more to the fights than just how much damage can the fucking how much damage can the enemy deal?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the problem with a lot of JRPG bosses is that there's not much they can do aside from deal damage. Because anything else they can do, like in terms of resource management,
See,
you
but then
know,
I feel like that's leading into
swimming
it.
MP or whatever, and it's just like you can't do a whole lot.
I don't know. I feel like that's
So
leading into a different issue though of
if you
boss
change it so that
mechanics.
if you get rid of those instant undos, then resource management becomes a lot more important. Like, yeah, it's more punishing, but personally, I don't have a problem with that, considering how generally easy the games are to begin with.
Maybe, but I don't know. To me, losing the whole fight because of one bad turn sucks. And even though I very rarely use that emergency fucking backup, it's nice to know it's there.
Like, that's you're saying. I mean, if that's the way you feel, and that's the way you feel, I just personally feel like for that very specific circumstance, what it brings to the other fights would be worth it.
What do you mean? What it?
Not having that backup, having to think a little bit more seriously, having things like mana matter more.
I'm cool with that. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. Maybe if you could make it a way where you can't as easily get screwed over in one turn. There was some kind of way to try and balance for that better.
That's what I said. That's difficulty and that's balance. That's a different discussion.
Like, so if you can make up for it some other way, then maybe that's fine. But
Because I mean, like, if the way you've been playing this game proves anything,
yeah,
that you don't have to be a strategic mastermind to play these fucking games.
no.
Like, that's the thing. I can definitely see how my rhetoric could be perceived as elitist.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, come on, it's a scale, and these are pretty low at the scale.
Yeah, but I don't know. Not everything is. It's like this is like weirdly easy compared to everything, compared to other stuff. But
Compared to other stuff, as in the other Final Fantasy.
Name an RPG that's has any difficulty at all.
Like RPG in general.
Oh, comparable.
Comparable to what?
This one?
So name something that's as easy as this.
No, name. I'm just saying, this is super easy, so you can't really. But not everything is as super easy as this. This is to the point. It's like this is to the point where yeah, it's jokingly easy, so you don't need that stuff. But some other things are harder. So
elixirs are generally specific to Final Fantasy.
Are we talking about specifically in Final Fantasy, or are we just talking about that kind of a really good item? Because other
like in Dragon Quest, I don't even know if they have it.
It's like because other games have that item just with a different name.
Yeah, but like in Persona 5, there's only 3 somas in the whole game.
See, I'm okay with that. Like, there's 3 ever, so you have 3 emergency fuck-ups. I'm okay with that low of a number, but it still being there.
No, the problem is you don't get them all at once, and due to the reverse difficulty curve,
yeah.
It means that you get them after you might actually need them.
Yeah.
But that's a completely separate. Well, that's for another time. But in a way, I am thinking kind of SMT in terms of the game is a lot more interesting, in my opinion, early on when you can't just instantly undo all the damage.
Yeah.
You know, the first dungeons are usually the most interesting, the first and usually parts of the second, before you start getting the effective group heals, and it starts becoming very easy. Because any damage you take, you can easily undo. And generally in those games, because of the way press turn works, taking damage is a fault of the player, or at least taking excess damage.
Yeah.
Because it usually means you're not hitting weaknesses effectively, or you're not building your party well enough.
Okay.
Your personas.
Yeah. Oh, eh. I don't know
Like,
if
it's just preference at the end of the day. Like, don't get me wrong, there's no right or wrong answer. Like, if you just prefer having it, then you just prefer having it. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, different people like different things, and not everything has to be the same. I much prefer having, like, that's the thing. I think about this and I think I like it, but if Final Fantasy wants to be like the accessible, easy JRPG, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather have that than have every RPG be, like when every shooter was Call of Duty.
Yeah. That got really tiring. Or really old.
And I don't, yeah, and I don't want every, I don't want every RPG to be the same thing. I like it when there's variety.
Yeah.
So, this enemy. Oh wait, never mind.
Only fought like 20 of these in the last 20 minutes.
I mean, it's sealed for a reason. It's sealed because all the doors are assholes.
I mean, I have gone to every single fucking trapdoor too, but...
You get those spees. Get damn spees.
I don't know. I guess my thought is, if the game was built with not having that in mind, and it was designed that way, I'm cool with that. But if we're just gonna, like, take a game and remove them...
Oh yeah, I meant that was kind of my point, is that I think the game is more interesting when they're designed around not having them.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
That's been my point from the start.
So I just want to go out and say, we have a crystal for, like, the first time.
We did it! We have a crystal, guys! I can't wait for that to last about until we hit the save point again. If even.
Right. This guy! The fucking wall.
Started a lot closer than I remember.
So... who cost the most mana? That one heals. That one doesn't. Use that one. Alright, did nothing. That also did nothing.
That took a long time to do nothing as well.
Right? Or at least that did work. Looks like his jump does work.
His jump does his jump.
I wonder if he has one of these that's really good. Blitz costs the most mana. We'll use that. That probably means it's the best one. 4.
Lightning damage. Yay.
Damn, did more that time. Nope. Hey, that did more that time too.
I find it weird that shooting an arrow into the wall does anything at all, or hitting it with a sword.
Where is... There it is. Don't want him turning into a rock. That'd be bad.
No, it's okay, because he'll be in the ceiling when it happens, and he'll drop down the extra weight.
Alright, well, wall's done.
Seems weird to me that they bothered designing a top of the wall.
So which wall was it that was closing in on them? Because like Cecil's on a
Um,
bridge.
yeah, don't think about it. We didn't have budget to animate that.
Okay. What if I can just like leave? Probably not.
No.
Is it white magic?
Yep, and it's already blacked out.
What a surprise!
No way.
At least I shouldn't have to fight any more fucking trapdoors on the way out.
The trap is that it respawns.
That's why I switched from won't to shouldn't.
I like how you're such a ballsy motherfucker that you don't even save.
I don't need to save. I saved before I went in there. I'm not saving on my way out. Damn it!
Like I said, man, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect the amount of disrespect you're showing the game right there.
It's fine.
Like, that is just straight up. You do not scare me, you are nothing.
It's not like there's gonna be another boss that's like significantly harder than that last one I just fought or anything. This game doesn't do that.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's not like it's gonna be fucking difficult. Like, even the random encounters aren't gonna be difficult. Nothing's gonna be difficult.
So do you remember where to take this fucking crystal?
I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure before you even get out, somebody in your party is a piece of shit.
I was gonna say, I mean, assuming of course the inevitable doesn't happen and gets fucking stolen.
Yep. Because God forbid you actually just
get a victory once in our damn life.
To be fair, it's one of those things where, you know, you get these crystals.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be like super powerful, right?
Hmm.
It doesn't fucking do anything.
No, it doesn't do anything.
You know, at least in FF5 it gives you job classes. So, you know, you're actually kind of like, yay, crystal. I wonder what I'll get from this. More reasons why FF5 is the best of the retro Final Fantasy. Suck my ass.
No. Played it once, like a week ago. Now it's the best of all of them, huh?
No, of the retro ones, of 1 through 6.
Yeah.
And also, I'm mostly joking because I want to play 6 again before I make that claim.
It's like I was gonna say, I'm surprised you're not saying 6, because that's like everyone's pick.
It's just been too long since I've played 6, and the last few times I've tried to play 6, I've given up.
Yeah.
Which isn't a point in 6's favor, but
no.
I also gave up on 5 several times before finally finishing it, so who knows, maybe I'll play it again now and be like, that was really good. I'm really looking forward to 6 coming out.
Yeah. Never played 6, I've always wanted to.
Well, Pixel Remaster will be the best time.
Is there a release date yet?
Supposedly it's still coming out this year, which means in the next 20 days.
I would say sometime in the next, like, 2.5 weeks.
Unless they bump the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still says release date 2020 or 2021.
Nice.
It's like, what year is it?
It's one of those years. It's a year with a 2
yeah,
in
that's
it.
what this Christmas sale is going to be Final Fantasy for me. Getting them all.
Yeah.
Except for 11 for obvious reasons. 12 because I just don't care enough. And 14 for obvious reasons. And I'm on the fence about 15.
Yeah. It's...
No, it's mostly just because I haven't played it
Yeah.
to completion.
The Dark Crystal was seized. Oh my god, he was evil.
The way to the moon will open. I like how everybody just stands there while it happens.
Right?
Why doesn't anybody just uh,
Tackle him?
kill him? Yeah, tackle. That sounds good. Tackle.
Well, I mean,
I didn't say kill. He
he
didn't
was
kill.
our friend at some point.
Well, no, it's just one of those things where it's like one life versus the lives of everybody.
Yeah. Alright, well, now I'm out one of my powerhouses.
It's okay. You'll get another one.
Yay! I'll get another
The
one
same one.
next time.
Because he comes back. How did that seriously take the whole time?
Yeah. That took
Damn,
me
that was
time.
a long cave.
I know, right? Well, it's because I
Okay.
fought every fucking door.
Join us next time for
Stuff.
getting our friend back, I guess.
Yay!
Bye.